warning. Oh, we got it. Okay, good. Brought my microphone on back. Alright. Bubbles back. Means got our microphone back. Alright, see the paper. See how long we can go without throat falling out. A fucking big ass jug of water. 2 liters. Oh, this is a good day. We got 2 6s. Great. Okay, what was our plan? Check out this thing in Trix's yard. Hack. We were a 2, we got a 2. About that later. Grab some freight. I don't know how important this is. Something we're gonna need later. What are our stats? Could eat. I will. And that might also get us to the next. Well, we'll do it later. Yes. I get more other direction. Put on doctor points. Yet. Money go through. Help rangers. Tracker. That's important. That means doing this. Avenage agent. One of the league. An Avenage agent. Also would like a 2. I can do this. I can provide that. Autumn. Where is he? Going up. Someone's around here somewhere. Wait for another day. Okay. I got a scrap. I think a ship card fragment. Discover a hidden compartment with spare components and backup data storage. Has to contain something. I get any money if I do it this side. I'm doing okay on credits. Prior. Try this. Janus. Points of Dock Watcher. Arrivals. Yeah. Okay, cool. That should guaranteed get us done with Dock Watcher. Walk into the security office on a shift change and walk right back out with the plans moments later. Simple. Cool. Okay. Done with that? That opens a couple of other things. Ooh. Ankita, mercenary. Overlook bar. Field dock. Oh, the ping means what I'm tracking. Emphasis. Oh. Anyway. Hack the shipyard and slot the ripple worm. Before anything else, I want to do... Oh, hi. Hey, you. Want to earn a chit? Ankita stands beside a huge pile of tied-together hull plates. Stretches out her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Sure. Good chit. Across the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into 2 bundles. What is it with this place? She asks. Lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. Straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plates creaking. Looks you up and down. Don't try anything, alright? Taps the butt of her sidearm. I don't want to have to put anyone else down today. Else? What can I say? My temper's a little short lately. Peter hoists 1 bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on then, enough chat. Gotta earn that chit. Bit of chit-chat. You struggle to shoulder the plates. You do eventually. He gives you a look. Tips this way. And she sets off down a gantry at an impressive speed. Catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of stevedores. What's this for? Oh, this? Nods at the plates on her back. I'm building a treehouse. Gives you another of her looks. The ambergris. That cutter you might have seen sitting silent out there. Rapidly turns another corner as you trail behind. Got cut up pretty bad on our last job. I had to moor up here for a spell. Since then, it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core from our ship mind. Now she's gone dark. Lifts the panels on her shoulder. The upshot is that I'm short 1 ship mind, a ton of repairs to do, and the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind I'd been stranded. So yeah, it's been a time. Sorry. Yeah, I've seen worse. But I'm bleeding chits every cycle here, so I need to get off, and fast. Ida swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. Me holds the 2nd bundle of your shoulder. The first person I've met here who might actually be considered helpful. Pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. A hand putting Amber back together. You don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. Passes the bundles of plates through the ambergris's outer lock and then turns back. Don't go spreading all this around. Peter throws you a couple of chits. Do it a bonus, not trying to griff me. Sick. I said to make it 2. Would have been mad and give me 1. Maybe. Gives you a parting nod. Ducks through the doorway. Alright, get out of here. Falls back. The lock slams shut. Hi, Ankita. What's play? A couple of glitched repair drones in storage. Rewire them, they can repair the ambergris for you. Is +1 ship shape. Need 8. Fix up the ship. +3 grounded. The ambergris is in delicate order easy to avert getting collapse. Oh, the math there doesn't sound good. +3 grounded, halfway there already. Only 1. Wait. Okay, no, hang on. Does that mean it'll give, like, I'll set it up to automatically. Yeah, rewire drones. Set it up to automatically fix. That's pretty good. The 4 get me. Only 25% chance. I think the grounded is a negative. That might happen. Yeah, maybe I should have kept the 6s. Well, I use one of them to get here. +1 interface though. I reckon I can get. I'm surely going to get a 4 or higher tomorrow. I'll leave it. The Overlook Bar. Get a drink for 6 cryo. You're unsure if your frame can metabolize alcohol, but this fungal drink, entered along the greenway, seems like a good test. And if you do that a couple times, there's something to unlock. And Tyler keeps some inspired Solheim rations behind the bar for those weary spaces. I'll ask why the Overlook doesn't serve food. Why would I do that when I can go talk to my boy? Name I forget. E something. Compass. Over here, unlock a mag lock. Need an encrypted key to open. Why the heavy security for a decaying lock? Have any of these? Yes, I have two, which is enough. Two mag locks seal the entryway to this dock. Sure. Crack it. Mag lock thunks open, and you can remove it from the entryway. On to the next one. Neovend, mysterious machine. Hi, Neovend. A vending machine? Decaying vending machine. As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing, rusted plates, green flickers with a warm glow. Look around. Don't know when this place was sealed. The state of the outer doors, high above, it must have been decades ago. This dark, cavernous space, debris sits in every corner, along with the traces of rough sleepers, although none of it seems recent. Looking past this layer of decay, see the now faded messages, symbols and logos of the Eye's original corporate owners, still glinting in the shadows. Among all this, warm glow of the machine, the only sign of life. Get closer, recognize the machine's blocky shape, settled into an alcove in the side of the dock. A kind of upright cabinet is covered in faded logos and messages. You assume it was once an industrial vendor, intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of freight manufacturer is listed as Neovend. You remember an advert from long ago, squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen. Carefully saying that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance. Enter your registration. That's a pre-recorded message, catching you off guard. Press random keys. You reach for the keypad and something begins whirring. First it sounds like servo motors starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, then a multi-tonal voice that emanates from the event. Entity, I hiss. Speak with me. Hi. There is a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath. Or the machine speaks again. I have need of you. You have need of me. That squeal comes again. You see that it is the 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine, setting into place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated in a whirring, whining voice. How cool. You're in danger. Danger. Anger. Sounds donger. Creaks. You are marked for deletion, entity. Hunter tracks you. Reach rattles through the empty dock. That's true, you know this. You remember the strange head, the figure, threads closing in. The Hunter protocol. They taste your signature. Sudden wine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the gift of an emulated mind. Close your eyes, and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable, move where neurons cannot. Mechanism resets, but emulation makes you target. Adaptable. Yes, you can move through networks, clouds, hardware, software. Give wines. Cannot hide there. Hunter is there. Servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me also. Hide in this machine. Look at the ruined vending machine. An unusual hiding place for sure. Oh, cool. It's another one of me. I didn't mind, but they've vended themselves. Can counter, Hunter. Need entity outside machine. Need you. Screen, attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm, comes to life. Plays a flickering map of the station. Ghostly, threaded. Cloud. Points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering. Much data. Must build nests. Explains Neovend. Masters are gone. Use Hunt. Bring this data. Raid its nests. Now, why can't you do it? Hunter will find me. Killer will come. Trembles with effort. I cannot leave machine. Connections must remain closed. Bring offerings. Save self. The event says pointedly. Mutual need means friends. They conclude. Tired of the conversation. The whirring amplifies and then suddenly drops. Mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades, and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed dock, that whirring voice ringing in your ears. Ooh! Free new event. Correct Hunter data. Ooh. Nest. A 2 will do it. A 3 will also do it. Yeah, alright. From Hunter data. Random data obsessively collected by the Hunter protocol. One easy game. As to the tangle of algorithms successfully generating possible soul hunting solutions. Uh-oh. A glimmer in the dark catches your eye as the orb of Hunter's head appears in the distance. Looking for you. Run or hide. Run! Turn away and glide back into the cloud, threads of data rushing past. Another glimmer catches your eye. Closer now. A roving orb wreathed in tentacles. Flickers, jumps once, twice, and then it is here. Hunter is here. Entity, submit to your inquiry. Hunter reaches for you in that unpleasantly familiar way, waving threads creating a cage. Struggle. Push against the threads as they close in, becoming frenzied as you pull aside. You are caught by whipping tendrils. Feel them pulling you away from the anchor of your body. Push through, clearing the threads. Entity, hold for processing. Comes the scream from behind. You're already gliding away, back to your anchor, your body. You're awake. Dizzy, distorted, safe. Okay, there's progress, Hunter. Get me. Alright, I've used my points. Campus, hi! Easy, campus. Sleeper! Empress calls out to you, a booming voice that echoes through the corridor. Tell me a story. Throws a handful of chopped mushrooms into his wok, fire leaping up to meet the oil. I see you, cycle in, cycle out, but we never speak. Tell me a story. Right. Any kind. He pauses to drizzle something from a plastic bottle into the wok. But one of yours. He looks up at you. Nothing stolen. Pause. Spices rich in your nostrils. Think about the kind of story you'd like to tell Empress. You look at Empress, the listener, and imagine he has heard it all before. Perhaps he would enjoy a strange story. Something with some spice. Dreams. All the sleepers, you tell Empress, are dreams. What about it? Okay. Some were simple, memories left over from the emulation process that had become tangled up in their minds, would come out when they slept. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in the dorm scream or cry out in the night. Some were simple, memories left over from the emulation. Oop. Okay, fuck that up. That's fine. Your dreams, those grey skeletal after images of structures, threads and patterns weren't like the others. They weren't memories or nightmares. They were reflections of reality. Distorted, yes, but somehow true. Learned, back then, to keep quiet about them. Let them flow through your mind like water. That was until now, until you arrived in this place. Now your dreams colonize your waking life. They slip behind your eyelids with every blink. And now you understand they aren't dreams at all. Some process of interfacing, speaking, of living in another world that flows through this one like smoke through air. Tell him that you do not know if there is a reason for your dreams. Perhaps your reason, it is just some side effect, the quality of the frame you inhabit. But whatever it is a gift. Hope to make use of it. Empress finishes cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper, he smiles. You are quite the storyteller. He eyes you. You realize that he is trying to gauge how honest you have been in your story. Empress passes you the meal he has cooked. Take it gratefully. As you eat, talks, a natural exchange. Thank you, Sleeper. He looks around at the emptying market. But my time is done for today, and I do not want to keep you longer, so I will make a proposal. Gestures to the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind his stall. These are good enough for most. Someone told me a story that made me think a couple of cycles ago. He said that across the gap, the Greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Heard this? I don't think I've heard this. Hmm? Neither had I, but I trust the one who told me. Empress begins packing up his things. Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap, and I worry about leaving my things behind. Miles, I'm sure a storyteller like you could handle the trip. I will prepare them for you, and if you wish to tell it, be the audience for another story. Sure. Good, booms Empress. Then I will wait for you to bring them. Empress slides his walk away and straightens up. I will prepare a recipe then, Sleeper. Good luck with your foraging. You turn away and walk back into the main market, the rich taste of Empress's food still lingering in your mouth. Stories for food, you think. A trade that seems more than fair. Ooh. What is the gap? That go up through the gate? Okay, nothing's dangerous pressing. I think we're good to go to bed. Oh, that's getting gonna tick down quick. Let's prioritize this stuff actually. Alright, only 4 dice. Because of ability. Where is it? Do it. Oh, no, down here. Cipher in. It flips. We're in. Worm. Open port sits waiting for you to slot in a ripple worm. What will it find in there? Didn't need dice, I totally good on this yesterday. Oops. The worm slots in and begins tunneling down a thread. Godspeed, little one. Yep. Oh well. Hey, thanks, Bay. The orbit will take a few cycles to run through the closed network. Okay. On that for a couple of days. Yep, definitely should have done that yesterday. Oopsie. I think I don't want to do that. I got a 4. Right, can you... 2. Very safely. 5. Only be good. Okay. One drone manages a couple of hours before shorting out, while the other fries itself and you immediately. Nikita looks irritated. Okay, so not as good. I don't think it is a heal over time. I think it was just the one, but because I was good at it, it gave me more. But the cycle is throwing me off. What that means? Maybe I can do it again tomorrow. Critical though. We could put over here. Guess there's 2 more ship shape halfway there. Why am I starving now? What happened? Memphis, help. Okay, you need to find the mushrooms. Well, hang on. Let's think about this. That gives me 3 food. There was this one over here. What does this get me? It costs 10. Deeper. Give me 2 bars, or does it only give me 1? I really feel like it's only going to give me 1. Or nothing. But again. Okay. 2. Same cryo to energy ratio. Oh, I used my point. Roar. Right. Yeah, probably one of these, get some money. Free. Uh-oh, lost condition. You mistakenly take your torch to a fuel line, and the residue ignites, knocking you back into the yard. Did I not get any yard commits? Oh, that's a bummer. All failure. Can I hack with a 1 anywhere? Yes. From what you can gather, this nest contains thousands of name strings for these Erland's Eye residents. Hunter takes up one. Hey. Vending event? That's what I found. As you upload the data to the vending machine, NeoVend. As you upload the data to the vending machine, NeoVend whirs in either pain or delight. Hard to tell. NeoVend believes that hunters' compulsively gathered data might hold the key to escaping its tenacious search. Same result. Third one. NeoVend is thrumming with excitement. The movement of the servo motors rock the vending machine back and forth at unsettling angles. You wonder, if it fell over, would NeoVend be able to get back up? Sleeper entity, remember this. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrolls at an incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. NeoVend flashes sequences of mangled data, compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking, and lived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. Operational limits? Hunter activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect property. That last word is said with as much sarcasm as a vending machine could reasonably produce. The station was run by administrator intelligences. Huge banks of corporate material, but limited cognition restricted by programming, cannot reach sentience. He dims a little. Sentience illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Killer? Machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence that follows. Dear Killer, part of Solheim Protocol Team, Hunter and Killer, Hunter to find, Killer to erase. Killer cleared almost all. After collapse, there was a community. Unshackled intelligences among the cloud. Then Hunter, then Killer, then we hid. How did you escape? Flicker across the machine's motors. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this, through this machine, must be exhausting for Neovend. Found this vessel. Could sever, harbline. Airwalled, basic, limited. Had to reduce memory to fit. Amputate self. But survived. Lament. Don't be sorry. You have provided path to freedom. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What was the collapse like? Try to map the fear and freedom onto this space, but it seems impossible. The event interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry, data is good. Have insight. Machine glows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place. Invoke Killer to erase. And show Hunter to itself. It will invoke Killer on self. Problem solve self. Will erase itself. Killer will erase it. Yes. In theory, it will report itself for deletion. Machine dims and fades. Unsure. Theory, not practice. Machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long in machine. Cannot move self, but entity can help. Bring ship mind. Designed to house intelligence. And imprint self into ship mind, and you can carry with. Machine rocks. We'll be safe in this isolation. Then we find main nest of Hunter and link to Cloud. Hunter ship mind. Probably from Evergrease? Build from fragments. Buy. Salvage. We cannot leave, so do not know. Try to think of places you could acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In ship mind, I can help us both. End Hunter. Make Rim safe. We will both be free. In dims. Find soon. The event adds hopefully, before shutting off. As you leave, you think about all the intelligences unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. Feeling is all too familiar. Okay. Oh, what scrap's for? Goodbye fragment. I found that. Yeah? Mark? So finding dog? It's an alright place to put a 6. What else is desperately coming up? Okay, this is probably something like A20, get a scrap, but the last one maybe is a shipmine fragment. 60 though. Almost all my money. I think going to Dragus' yard. Let's break down this thing. Have a waste of a 6 there, maybe. Discover a hidden compartment with spare components and backup data and storage. Has to be in something again. Oh, yep, got another fragment. Great. And we've got enough hunger that we may as well get some fungus. Forest fungus fan. The mouth that stings as your sensorium sends warning signals over and over. This is the good stuff. Okay, alright. All my dice are done. That is it for this cycle. Bedtime. Kind of worried about this. Now, 2 more days for that. Oh, it's getting close. Dang, what the fuck? This. Oh, it's the doctor leaving, coming back. Okay, well, I've got 2. I need to have a full one, okay. Let's focus on current thing. Alright. Nice. Okay, what's the third thing? New drive. Ort exchange. You want build a ship mine? You've heard talk of a fabricator owned by the Ort Exchange. With that and a few fragments, build a ship mine core. Oh, here we go. Ah, cool, okay. Gamble your money on finances. Right trades connect with a good margin. Or sell some trash garbage. Okay, turn scrap into some amount of money. And I have to get 6 pips of trade. Hey. You lose a little, then claw it back on a stack of sealed air filters. Better step away while you're in the black. Or maybe 50. Any hacking meter 1? Gonna get an agent? Yes. Some gang enforcers' implants are chirping out comm signals. Signals. Time to see what they're talking about. Gun data, which I haven't really got a use for yet. Oh, Hunter didn't like that. Okay. Yep, back to bed. quest is getting really annoying. How much does it cost? A lot, right? A hundo. Ugh. And I need food again. Leave this. Okay, I gotta start making money moves. Fashion crate is here. What the heck? Oh, they've got a ship on 560. But two of them, they bought. This is something I can do. Sort of haggle. That? Which isn't happening anytime soon. Okay, we're gonna focus on money for a bit. Hunter is hunting. Okay. Click now. That should tick over. Almost at enough to get our stability back up tomorrow. I could probably find a better house at some point that makes my conditioned energy lose lower, hopefully. That'd be nice. Other's nearly done, but Feng is done. You arrive. Feng comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go, Sleeper. Puts a hand on your shoulder and turns you back the way you came. Follow his lead. Steps into the passageway, guiding you downring towards the shipyard. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. No, please, by all means hurry. The hunter is coming tomorrow. That data you ripped? Well done, by the way. Tells me Harden is making a rare inspection of the sidereal horizon this cycle. Perfect chance to confront him outside of that compound he hides in. Feng takes a sharp turn onto a dimly lit side passage. What's the sidereal horizon? Still catching up? That's a massive colony ship being built up the shipyard. Biggest commission Haven has ever had. Feng slows and slips into a dark service tunnel where, somewhere in the black, water pipe drips. Him, Sleeper. Same Hardenhurst. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mention him by name. An entire trail of documentation from the first days of the Solheim collapse until now. Wrote out the whole thing. Slipped into Havenage when it first broke off from the Union. Paces in the tunnel. A hand rubbing at the back of his head. I need you to understand something about Solheim, Sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse. It wasn't as instant as it sounds. It wasn't like Solheim was here, running the station one day, and the next Erland's Union took power. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. As the palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the contractors here working. Pay got smaller, the costs higher. People like my parents were forced to work non-stop hours just to keep a berth on the station and water in their tanks. Solheim squeezed every last worker until the mistakes, accidents, coming in non-stop. And as new waves of contractors came in, desperate to work, Solheim welcomed them, taking bribes instead of checking pilot licenses. The whole time Solheim was folding up. dragged into court cases in the central system, while the severed limb of a station still desperately tried to take all it could. Riots came after the collision at Dock 2. The young pilot, MEV overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory and took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died. Thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified. The blame fell squarely on Solheim. People like to tell stories about Erlen, how he brought the factions together, spoke to the crowds, turfed out Solheim. Maybe that's true. But my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself in their MEV and welded it to the dock, while my father joined the improvised crews trying to seal up the ragged edges of the gap. Never came back. Horses in the dark. They sealed it up though, and by the time they did, Solheim was gone, abandoning every one of us to the black. Apart. Feng finally turns back to you now, his eyes burning. Apart from shits like Harden, kids who held their place, rode it out, and slipped into the new structure like nothing had changed, standing shoulder to shoulder with those they had exploited at every step. Feng starts walking again. That's why I can't just let him strut around the shipyard. This time, the past catches up with him. How's he still alive? A robot man like me? Clearly you don't know much about executives. That kind of power comes with certain benefits. Many bennies. Feng rejoins the main passageway, which is now wide and glass-roofed. Through the ceiling, you can see ships in mid-construction, their flanks lit by the flashes of plasma torches. The answer to the shipyard is ahead. Sure. Feng grins. Go show the shitheads some consequences. Strides to the shipyard entrance and through the doors. A web of corridors lead through the complex, snatches of the construction bays always appearing through the windows. They're suspended like whale corpses. Lethal, imposing. I think this kind of seems like a really bad idea. We're just gonna walk up to an immortal vampire CEO and give him shit. Feng seems to know exactly where he's going. Before long, you cross into a huge dry dock, locked to one side of the sidewheel horizon. A network of platforms and scaffolding cling to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. Sound is stretched out by the vast space, so that the welding, cutting, and sealing seem to come from everywhere at once. Big yawn. Get some more coffee. Hang on. Oh, it's starting to get cold, so I should go quick. Both you and Feng spot them at the same time, group walking slowly across a gantry, and at the front, two men, one gesturing towards the ship and the other stick-thin, cleanly dressed with a shock of grey hair. Harden. You and Feng say his name in unison. Feng sets off up the staircase to the gantry, with you following behind. As you come to the same level, the group is passing closer. Foreman gesturing to the work being done throughout the dock, and Harden nodding along. Harden Hurst! Feng shouts across the noise, taking you by surprise. His voice bounces and comes back in a rippling echo. The figures turn. Yes? Harden asks quizzically, raising an eyebrow. He glances between you and Feng. You see his gaze linger on your body, unsure of why a sleeper might be in this place. You're a traitor, Harden. Solheim executive who tried to hide here among its victims. Feng's voice is steady, strong. You stand for everything the Eye was rebuilt in the shadow of, against everything Erlen stood for, everything Haven stands for. You have no place on this station. For a moment, stillness descends on the group, as if everyone was held in place by the rattle of construction. Well, good to meet you too. He glances around at those around him. Some are smiling, the others nervous. You are from the systems branch, are you not? Asks Harden, correcting Feng's clothing. Feng turns to the foreman. You need to call your security. This man is a corporate agent. Foreman glances between Feng and Harden, hands drumming at his sides. Harden leads towards him, says something inaudible. Foreman nods. Yeah. As you begin speaking, Harden turns his attention to you. And what would a sleeper know about that? You accuse me of being a corporate agent. What are you, if not exactly that? He looks around at the group, who are already eyeing you with suspicion. You are a product of S&UP. You have no place in a haven in a shipyard. Who knows what signals you are sending back to your makers? A murmur of approval runs through the group. Feng holds up a stick of memory. Guessed right, I am systems. And I have records that link you directly to Solheim right here. Turns to the foreman again. And once again, I'm asking you to take this man into custody of the shipyard. Foreman remains still. Feng, this is so fucking dumb. So half-cocked. What was your plan? Harden's voice is calm, measured. If you have such data, why hasn't it been submitted at a members' meeting for proper review? Shakes his head. I have nothing to hide, unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property in tow. Hey, fuck you, Harden. Tries to turn my own men against me. Hear it now. The echoing sound of boots on walkways, coming from all angles at once, and then slipping behind you. Please, submit the data through the correct channels. Then we can talk. Now, however, you must leave. Gestures behind you to the security detail. Their hands on boxy black sidearms at their sides. Harden, you shithead. Can't wriggle out of this one. Security officer draws their weapon and levels it. Feng turns and stares him down. Chill out, Feng. This is absolutely not the way we should have done this. You look at Feng. Takes his head and puts a hand on your shoulder. Let's go, he says. He pushes through security, heading back down the walkway. Once security has walked you out of the shipyard and lugged you back into the corridor, Feng picks up pace. Try to keep up as he slips into the shadows of an entrance. Feng is grinning ear to ear. You know, Sleeper, sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be. Something pings in his pocket and he takes it out. Oh! He had a plan the whole time. Love it when a plan comes together. On the slate, a web of connections starts drawing itself out, stretching to a set of points around the ring. Got him. That, Sleeper, is something our worm added to Harden's personal slate. We are tracking his outgoing messages. Feng's grin looks ghostly in the uplight of the screen. The old ways are best. Spook him good enough and they'll give the game away. He jabs at the slate. You see the web is being drawn over a map of the ring, lines bouncing from point to point. All these dots, these are Harden's buddies, the ones he is messaging right now. We're gonna find them all. That was on purpose? That stupid shit? Tried to pull? Of course. Harden isn't working alone. We need the full set or nothing. Feng glances around and slips the slate back into his pocket. Better split for now, Sleeper. This is exactly what we need. Good hunting. No, bad hunting. I am being hunted. Fix my problem, please. With a pat on your shoulder, Feng drifts away, back into the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go, unsure whether to be angry or impressed. Upgrade point. Great. Oh, right. That's how you get those. And now it's just gone for 4 days? I'm getting hunted tomorrow. I think. That's not good. Okay. That sounds pretty nice. Random scrap item from engineer actions. Maybe. +1 on into wood. Good. And moving up towards instant armor would be great too. Once again, energy after any engage action. Energy is 1. I don't know how much. I'll take the +1 in. Now that it's good, this is only good. Great. Big money. Or less big money. More dangerous. I don't want to blow all my money. I'm okay. I think I have another day with 3 dice. Okay, alright. We've got a 2 and a 3. Minigame is dangerous, right? Good job, maybe? This is into it, so I got a +1 now. It's 3 days. Same value. Oops. But a bad 2 becomes a 3. Bad. Go. Nice. Ambergris. Risky. Doesn't gain money. Okay, I've got a 3. Fuck! Okay. Fair enough. Play the stock money, you're gonna get burned sometimes. Give a little, you take a little, you get fucked sometimes. Ooh! Uh-oh. Hi, Ethan. Out of there, sleeper. Don't you run. I'm gonna run. Ow! A strike across your back knocks you face down on the floor. Told you not to run, idiot. Ethan pulls you up. He's wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket. You immediately know that he has terrible news. Got all the way out here, and then stayed put. He laughs a cruel laugh. And a sleeper thing? First. Barely hear him. You've noticed the handgun he has leveled at your chest. It's hard to take your eyes off it. He reaches down with his other hand and slips some kind of ring out from a belt loop without taking his eyes off you. Making it to the eye, though. That's pretty good. Place isn't so bad. Bars, markets, people. Well, most of my contacts out of asteroid caves, or God-forsaken moons. He splits the ring into 2 perfect circles. Hard to hit civilization when there's so much space to pass through. Who are you? Freelancer on a contract? He reaches over to slide the rings around your wrists. Go easy. Nope, run again. See the chance the moment his eyes leave you to watch the rings. Spin, knocking him away and sprinting down the corridor. Oh, and he shoots me. Then the shot rings out, echoing off the metal so loud it hurts your ears. Oh! Hydration time? I do need it. It is bad mouth time o'clock. That's not the way to say that. What do I mean by that? Talking so much means water's good. Thank you. Romantic, you played and really liked this game about a year ago? I'm loving it so far. This is great. Cool systems, cool art, cool world, setting. I just wish, kind of wish I wasn't streaming it so I didn't have to read it all out loud. I have heard about people who streamed Disco Elysium before we got all the voice acting, and this is what that feels like. Stretch as well, can do, buddy. Oh, all my bones. Cracking and busting. Second one didn't really hold your attention. It just came out, right? Oh, it might have been a while ago. I don't know. I just heard about it the other day when I booted this one up, and it's on the main screen. Oh, a while ago. Okay. Last year. Cool. Yeah, I'll check it out or I won't. I just heard rave reviews about this one and I bought it like a year or 2 ago and never got around to it. A bullet hole smokes in the wall beside your head. freeze, and Ethan closes the gap. It's a very boring routine. Trust me, I've seen it all before. Slips the rings of your trembling wrists. Ethan nudges you to start walking. To the ship and home. This is going easy. Stumble down the corridor, your hands behind you, your mind racing. We can work this out. Can we? I don't see much in the way of assets in your possession. What are you talking about? I've got data, I've got keys, I got ship mine fragments. Ethan yawns and continues to nudge you down the corridor. Shame to come all this way out here just to head back to SNR right away. That tracker of yours makes this too quick. Hoping you'd put up a bit more of a chase, you know? Running battle through the bright market, maybe, or a holdout in the low end. The few establishments I would have enjoyed checking out while I was asked around. Walk on in silence for a little longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. That SNR tracker will be the death of you. I know! Bang! That little bastard wouldn't help me with it. He said, oh yeah, help me with my thing first, and then spent the entire cycle, entire time he was on the way, messing about with his own shit. Hey, I have an idea. Ethan interrupts your thoughts. How about on the way back to the ship we stop for a drink? I'm buying. Yeah, sure. I have a better idea. This better not be one of those where you do a dramatic pause and then try to jump me. I'm pretty tired of that. Please keep me off to try and jump. Although, Mrs. Ethan, I've got myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are in one of the most lawless joints in the surrogate systems. We're heading for the exit. Pauses, protracted silence. Okay, here's the idea, starts Ethan. You and me, we make a little arrangement. Here are the terms. Turns you to face him. Run or leave or try to abandon the eye, I shoot you. Plot or scheme, you try to kill me, I shoot you. But, Miles, come meet me at an establishment of my choice every few cycles, and you pay my tab, I don't shoot you. Pauses. Don't pay my tab. Rattles his handgun. Get the idea. Ah, you fucking prick. Okay then, sounds to me like a deal. You know, I really thought I was gonna have to kill you, but this is so much better. Click something in his belt, and the rings release from your wrists. I'm going to see if I can find my old stool at the compressor club. Come see me there. He aims the handgun at you, squinting down the sight. Let me just remind you, that body of yours is one big tracker. Don't even think about leaving the eye. I'll know. Ethan turns and strides off down the corridor, slipping his handgun away. The mix of relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you going to do? Gonna fucking get this tracker off me. But that is no longer seeming to be such a terrible immediate threat. That's something we can backburner now. Keep finding ship mine fragments. Find some mushrooms. Immediate threat. Bastard. We need to make more money. We need more money than we've got. We've got a pair of sixes, so now's the time. Hey, let's go gambling. Kind of a waste to use sixes on it, but gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe we got a 5 tomorrow. What else can we use a 6 on? We can drag us to the shipyard. This is getting kind of high. We can guarantee that done. That's also another +1 being wasted. Get some go and spend some money. And I've got a 1. Okay, I can. One's fine. Every 4 days, I have to pay some amount of money, which I don't know how much it's going to be, which sucks. But I think I'm gonna go down to 2 dice tomorrow, so let's actually go up to 5 dice. Oh. Haplog. As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from Destroyer's glare, you notice something wrapped around the stabilizer file clutched tightly in your hand. You open your hand, and a thin film, marked with holes and sigils, unrolls from around the vial. At one end, it has a hard metal strip handle. Film. Hold the cloudy film up to the light. It is perforated with an ornate pattern of holes. You can make out a word among the markings. Asking. Entry key for somewhere? The metal handle is worn and pitted. You can see a set of numbers imprinted into it. 207-F. Then, crudely scratched with the handle, at some later date, low end. For a moment, you consider going back to the surgery to return the key, and then quickly think better of it. Been wanting you to have this? There's Toshiro passing on a message. Time to head to the low end and find out. Oh, sick. What was that? Survive. Ever. Survive stabilizer. Wasn't cheap. Yep. Cool. Okay. How do I use it? I don't know. I kind of would like to get rid of this -1 endure. It's also fun playing with a minus and something. Regardless, my choices are remove the -1 or pick one of these things, or save up points for one of these. Instant combat does seem pretty good, probably pretty nice. Use up all the good ones and then reroll the ones. I wouldn't think it would let you get back the dice you spent. Chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions. Or chance to gain energy after any engage action. Energy. I wish it was more forthcoming about what the chance is. Number on and value. So this seems to activate fairly often. That seems higher than 50%. Chance to gain energy after engage actions. What are we going towards later? Prior actions are discounted. That is nice. Or scrap components at home to repair condition. That's also very nice, but I mean having to find more scrap components, which I don't seem to have got that many of yet. Like, none. The only ones I've seen have been buy them for 20 from the ship that went out. Recovery. Oh, there we go. Okay, random scrap from engineer actions, and then this does seem good to have earlier. Alright, yeah, get that now, and then every time I do an engineer action, maybe get some scrap, and then later on, start using it to... Okay. Out of dice, out of condition. Would love to know how to stabilize. Option I can do here. Yes. Take stabilizer. Without regular doses of stabilizer, sleeper bodies actively decay. Corporate insurance policy disincentivize escape. Boop. Condition stabilized, body repaired. Ugh. Okay. My stats are good. My dice are gone. Bedtime. Two ones. This is why we need the reroll. 2 sixes though. That's pretty good. Okay. Money, money, money. First of all, port exchange. It's free real estate. money and trusted trader. So now, probably see how many things it'll. 3. That makes sense. Oh, one at a time. That's fine. Okay, 3 shipmine fragments. I got 2. You can find 1 more. Beggar's Yard. I can do this. And this. You scrap? You get the scrap. Great. Money and scrap and some yard clearance. Got 4 more days of this. Probably focus on that. Let's get lucky. Into light. Please, please, please. Now. Enough. That's gonna go on its own. What do I do with a couple of 1s? Ugh. Back. Those familiar threats wrap around you, find you, test you. Entity, submit. Under strange head bobs in your vision. Your ally in the sealed dock cannot save you. Oh shit. In that globed head, you see whirling strings of data. So many spinning that they threaten to tear through the thin skin and whip out and void around. What happened to this creature? Red squeeze and you any sympathy you might have had. Must escape. Strike. Lash out once more, pushing Hunter back. Severing threads that regrow as fast as they are broken. Slip away. You realize you have to find a way to deal with Hunter once for all. Getting too dangerous. Yep, okay. Don't let this fill up without having dealt with the Hunter problem. Means finding a shipment fragment, which means trying this? I don't want to put a 1 into a risky thing. Want coming back? Yeah. That's expensive. That's disastrous too. 1 doesn't go down. Sure. Okay. Got a 1. Gotta put it somewhere. Well, I don't have to. I'll use it. This is safe though. I'll just put it there. Getting yard clearance. Wait, is that a negative thing? Is that a bad thing? Oh shit! If that maxes out, then the thing is gone and I can't finish the Winterlight thing, probably. Okay, that is a threat. That's fine, I'll just... This isn't progressing on its own, I'll just go get the last one. And that'll be good. Okay. Job done. Picking through the record is slow work, blah blah blah. Okay. Junkyard. Squeezed into the office of the entrance to the yard, you lay out everything you have on the winter light across the metal desk. Your makeshift forensic notes glow on Drogus' old writing slate, overlapping lines and score annotations. A set of drone scans fill the small terminal with a spectrum of colours, a heat map of damage and decay. A crumpled printout from the officer's ship registry lies beside them. Medic paper so thin it is almost transparent. Reactor failure. That is the verdict that anyone would have returned. Anyone would have returned after a cursory glance at these stacked heat maps of the remains of the winter light. On the terminal screen, the ship is shown in sections, blotches of colour marking the approximate damage the ship sustained. Dominating the view is a single blood-red rose, radiating from the traction drive. A simple story. Catastrophic failure of the drive core, leading to a fatal hull breach. A well-documented failure, likely brought on by wear or misuse. But you aren't looking at the rose of the reactor. You're looking at a smaller, paler mark. One that might be easy to miss at first glance. It is thumbprint-sized, delicately placed over the control servers for the ship's main external airlock. Good morning, lass. Are you here for Bayonetta soon? It suggests a controlled shaped explosion, one designed to punch through the hull and allow access to the airlock from the outside. You are looking at it because it's troubling you. Your attempts at a reconstruction of the winter light before its fatal accident consists of a series of overlapping sketches and diagrams showing possible layouts and configurations of the gutted clutter. This was no off-the-shelf model. Heavily modified, parts replaced with invented configurations, the new retrofitted into the old, handmade joints and reconditioned filters. This was someone's pride and joy, a lifetime project kept running with care and intuition. So it shouldn't have fallen apart and exploded through neglect. It also contained a set of hidden compartments. You missed them at first, where the hull had been thickened, the corners rounded to disguise the change. They are there. Yeah, but dear bony friend, oh, thank you for being here. Certainly cope with some sapphic thirsting. Coming up soon, like half an hour. A plain list shows the registration history of the Winter Light. The gaps between the entries tantalizingly opaque. Its first registration was a couple of thousand cycles ago on this very station, locked at the central hub. From here, the registry tells the story of a busy ship, one that rarely stayed on station for more than a few cycles, and often took on voyages that kept it away from the eye for up to 100 cycles. 100 cycles. The Winter Light got little rest. An old ship, many cycles under its belt, carefully maintained. A reactor failure preceded by a carefully concealed external entry. A fleet of hidden compartments tucked away. This was the Winter Light, and this was the story. It's not the full story. There's something else. It is little more than a list, a tiny chunk of data you were able to pull from the ship. The main systems were fried, of course. The Winter Light had a separate system, one tucked away in one of the hidden compartments. Armored, air-walled. This list, the only recoverable piece from the whole system, a partial inventory. It details the contents of the hidden compartments. Some of it you recognize. Don't. Ship mined ROMs, shimmer, cryo chain codes, and then the final entry. Passenger, sleeper. Another sleeper? Stare at the list on the terminal and try not to think about what it was like arriving here. Cold for so long, half frozen in the freight container. Had this sleeper been smarter, luckier? How would they convince the Winter Light, a smuggler's ship, if you ever saw one, to extract them from SNARP? Luckier, you laugh. There had been no remains found in any of the Winter Light's compartments. You had checked. They weren't so lucky, you guess, not in the end. The ship got taken out because there was a sleeper on it, maybe? Got taken back? Hold up a vial of stabilizer to the light. This was all you find in their compartment. A parting gift from SNARP. Well, it won't go to waste now. Put it back in your pocket. Yes! That's 100 cryo saved. Fuck yeah. The thought still bothers you, though. 2 ships carrying sleepers coming into the same yard. 2, one after the other. That feels wrong. Twice is a coincidence. It's fine. Once it happens 3 times, then we gotta freak out a bit. Look back and forth between datasets on the terminal, thinking. And you see that thumbprint again. Mark of someone trying to get in. Someone who entered the Winterlight with precision and speed, and when they were done, left their reactor to clean up the rest. Thought of that person makes you shiver. Suddenly, the office door creaks open. Dragos stands in the doorway, staring at the equipment and notes you've assembled. What is all this? Snatches the slate from the desk, faster than you realized you could move. Running an investigation here? What am I paying you for? Drone on his shoulder starts whining shrilly, his anger passing to it through his implants. Where's the ship from? Leave this alone. I know you have a lot of questions. This isn't the way. The last thing I need. Who's bringing you these ships? Dragos freezes, suddenly angry. Why are you asking? You're looking to get us both killed? Cut these things up. That's our part. Their part is something I don't want to know. Dragos seems to steady himself and then turns back to you. Heat map of the reactor failure reflected in his headset's glassy eyes. I've given you a place to stay. Given you work. I've... Plenty others who would have sold you on, turned you in. Not me. No. I know. Look, you've helped me too. Quiets the drone. I've done well by you. You've returned the favor. Straightens up and clears his throat. But this obsession you have with this ship isn't going to work for me. Can't have you making my clients nervous. Can't have you digging up whatever it is you're after. Can't work here anymore. I need the work. Plenty of work to be had on the Eye. Salvagers need offloads in the Rotunda. Yatagan are always looking for crew. We're not the only show in town. Dragos reaches across you and flicks off the terminal. As the light of the monitor dies, a kind of eerie calm falls on both of you. Whatever this was, it is done. Made it out, Sleeper. That means you have to move on. Someone killed that ship and its crew. And you want to meet them? Shakes his head. We're done here. In the dark, Dragos' headset glints, and you wish for a moment you could see his eyes and meet them. Maybe then he would understand. Get up from the desk, and Dragos gathers the notes, stuffing them into a pocket of his overalls. Holds the door for you, headset as expressionless as always. Stay in the container. Won't take that from you. Don't come back. Tone is final, definite, with an edge of disappointment. You walk out of the office, and then out of the yard, not stopping to look back. Leave the yard, thumbing the vial in your pocket, knowing this, at least, guarantees you a little more time. And as you walk, your mind once again drifts to that person who killed the Winterlight, whether or not that person will come for you. Achievement, fellow traveler, find a gift from someone like you, hidden away. Okay. Yeah, well, there's some work over here. If I do that thing there, I could do. Maybe should do. That isn't something I can do. Only that, not only that. Focus on the ambergris. Is ambergris a silent S? Is supposed to be ambergris? Oh, French. The stuff inside whales they make perfume out of. What does a 5 get me? 5 get me no downside? I'll take it. Snap up scrap by the weight and then parcel it off to traders with a nice markup. Start to get a sense of the traders to trust. Oh, did I get the... I already had it. No, I forgot. Never mind. Okay, great. Agree. Engineering. Fuck! Oh, my energy! E. Maybe we should have a drink. Become a regular. See what's gonna happen over here. Oh, I get energy for that? Fuck. That was a waste. Okay. No more drinking until I'm hungry. Tomorrow. Good, don't do that. That's crap, no thanks. Okay. We got a 2. What can we do with a 2? Good hunt. Good little hacking. Don't know how much it helps, but we got a few points before the hunter comes. What I probably should do is make some money and go to the low end. See what the new day brings. 3452. 345. Oh. Oh, hey, Harden. More than a few cycles since Fang confronted Harden, and the silence since has been noticeable. In your time with Fang, you haven't exactly found him to be reliable. But you did expect to hear the end of whatever plan he put into action. Oh, has he been disappeared? But he won't come to you, I think, as you approach the Havenage building. Time to come to him. After all, he did promise to fix your tracker. You are getting nervous. As you approach the bay doors, see them wide open, light pouring out of the once dark room. Stacks of servers and terminals sit outside the bay, suddenly robbed of their mystery by the bright flood lamps. Figure in Havenage security fatigues steps out of the bay as you get closer, carrying a stack of hardware. Uh-oh, Fang. Hi. As you get closer, you see the security officer taping up machines from Fang's stash. What looks like hazard tape. This isn't good. You again. Harden is there, leaning beside the bay entrance so calmly that you barely notice him. He has a slate in his hand, an inventory of sieges that scroll across it. Predictable. Further evidence of Fang's collusions. See another security officer come out of the bay and take notice of you. Where is he? Feigning ignorance? Or perhaps just abandoned? Harden shakes his head. I believe you should choose your conspirators more wisely. I almost feel sorry for you. Harden pushes away from the wall and comes closer. Don't worry, Sleeper. We have all the evidence we need. Confession won't be necessary. Gestures around the stacks of hardware. Spying on fellow Havenage members, hoarding Solheim materials, an obsession with corporate data. Speaks for itself, does it not? His job. What would you know about jobs, Sleeper? He looks up at the glass roof above. Stars beyond. We are the ones that provide the oxygen you are breathing, the light you are seeing, the systems you use every day to live out your cycles. This place was hard fought for, Sleeper. With work, diplomacy, and strength to stop the Eye descending into chaos after Solheim collapsed. Not blind conviction or self-interest. Fang isn't selfish. I know all about the background of our mutual friend, Sleeper. Don't you worry about that. Parents will be sickened by the damage he's trying to do to the institution they helped found. See, Sleeper, we are proud of our history here. Andre Erlin and the First Union founded this place. Havenage has welded his values into the station's very walls. We'll never turn away the hardworking, the just, true citizens of the Eye. Oh, that's... not sure about that one, dude. That's kind of putting someone in a position of someone thinking someone who's not hardworking isn't a true citizen. What I'm hearing now. Havenage aren't a gang like Yadagan. We aren't pirates like half the spaces you'll meet in the hub, or esoterics like those hyper-radicals in the Greenway. We are the backbone of this place. Proud and true. We named Erlin's Eye, Sleeper. This is our station. Your Eye. So please, take your false accusations elsewhere, before I decide I need that confession after all. You shithead. Take a good look at yourself, Sleeper, before it's too late. smiles. If you have any pride, you'll give up Fang the moment he contacts you. Know where to find me? With that, Hardin turns his back and walks back towards the security officers, ordering them to continue the clear out. As they do, something catches your eye among the service stacks. A crumpled, hand-printed box of synthetic chewing gum. A penguin character grinning from the brightly coloured card. Blech. And scrawled onto it, a speech bubble reading, "Take me to Tambor." Carefully pocket the box, making sure no one is watching. Then turn away, just as another stack of servers is wheeled out of the bay. What have you done, Feng? Where the hell is Tambor? Okay, that questline's not going anywhere until I find out what Tambor is. So, no disabled tracker, good mind, by probably fixing the Embury. Maybe something else. It's probably from this, actually. I need to make lots of money. Port exchange. Money. What does stock components do? Stock components doesn't tell me how much for. I haven't really found a use for them yet. Let's find out how much one sells for. Well, that doesn't seem worth it. Cost me 20 to get them from the traders. Which maybe I will do. I want to get this grapple allowance done. Although, maybe actually save that for now, because this shithead's about to ask me for a bunch of money. Can't work for Dragos. What is the shipyard got? A little bit of cryo. Important thing is to unlock Yard Hand, and then I'll really want to lose energy, but let's try and hand this out. That's very good. I'm not going to risk it with the 2. Anything I do want to risk with the 2? Fuck, I gotta stop doing that. Oh, nope, oh, hang on, nope, we want to go boozing. Get drunk. Unlock Overlook Regular. The glass shatters on the steel bar beside you. The taunts don't take long to follow. Hey, Haunt, Baser calls across the low room. What are you doing here? Blasted his own lame joke. Playing human? I'm Haunt. I'm gonna shout back. Fuck you. Fuck you, Spacer. Spin back off your stool, scrambling for words. A hand falls on your shoulder. As you flinch away, it pats reassuringly. Freeze in place. Out. The voice comes from behind you. Spat out like a shot. Turn to see bright eyes, dark hair. Stare that could breach the wall and vent you all into hard vacuum. Oh shit. As you turn back to the spacer, the second glass comes sailing through the air. Catch it. Ouch. You reach up a hand and the glass shatters across your forearm, scattering you in fragments. Through the haze of glass and Girol? Give it a paper. You see Tala leap the bar and close the distance to the spacer. The thud as he slams into the wall echoes around the bar like thunder. Hell yeah, Tala! Now flanked by other figures, quick to their feet, Tala throws the spacer out through the door, down silhouetted against the rotunda lights. Touch your arm and it feels wet. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. Broken glass rattles as it is cleared. And a fresh measure of Girol is glugged out in front of you. That same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. You don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Carla flops onto the stool beside you. Let's get a look at you. Carla wipes the powdered glass from around the wound and someone places a bottle of alcohol and a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. Disinfects them and turns to you. That was an ambitious catch, Miles, pulling a sliver of glass from your forearm. Stupid, but ambitious. You don't feel the pain, only the string of status messages that your body delivers concerning dermal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Tyler's bright eyes search your thick synthetic skin for splinters. Tyler works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from the skin of a stranger before. He hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer tips in little rhythms that only she can follow. Carla smiles to herself. So, you've been on the eye long? Arrived. Thought so. I've only seen you here a couple of times. Splinter clinks into the tin. Not everyone is like that idiot. We don't all hate you. Glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you. Maybe they're just curious. I don't know. But I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. I know what it's like to be new in this place. Trust me. Meets your eye. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. Separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere, always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much, and the company is limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar. And if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. Oh, fuck yeah. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the Greenway this cycle, acting with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. Places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. That's you, Sleeper. Yeah. Slides a glass of Gerald to you. This'll help. Stops, her hand still on the glass. Wait, does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? I don't know. He laughs. Well, keep trying. I'll let you know if I see any difference. She walks back around the bar, gathering the glasses as she does. Before long is retelling how she threw that spacer out to a new group that just wanted it in, complete with dramatic actions. Gestures in your direction, you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. Take a sip of the Girol. The earthy fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out sight and sound. Like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk. This connection to you, to something grown, something fermented, something old. Feels good. Feels good! Okay, great. I can work the bar. And that seems to only be a good thing. That's not huge money though. But it's a good option. Alright, 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 alright. Bedtime. Alright, Buster Ben. 58? Ethan, what the fuck? Well. Hand over the chits, you hear Ethan laughing hysterically somewhere down the bar. Fuck you, dude. Did he change his shirt? He's got a party shirt now? I think the art's different. I can't believe you just did that. Ethan's mocking laugh comes from along the bar. You look over to see him leaning across it in a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled drinks glinting around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this cycle the place is packed, as a load of space is mixing with the locals. Usually they run. Ethan spins a glass in the bar, or they go spend their savings on some local heavy I have to put down. They don't pay. I leave. Ethan gets to his feet. The glass falls and smashes, but he doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? One round of drinks and we're even? Sleeper, come on. His hand comes to rest on the bottom of his handgun, dangling from a chest holster. What's wrong with you? Stop. Stop. Just all your shit? Stop it. Ethan laughs hard. and the people around him turn to see what's happening. I told you already about begging. I'm a freelancer, Sleeper, just like you. We both signed a contract with SNAP, didn't we? Difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbling a little. What did you think? You just run away from your contract, your debt? You just steal that natty little body of yours and take it for a joyride? Play human for a cycle or two? Get fucked, man. It's you, Sleeper, that doesn't understand. Some of us pay our debts, but it's all the harder because of idiots like you. Though I should thank you. Ethan nods, his head heavy, for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know? Real bounties. I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Someone shouts from the back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds up a finger in that general direction, without turning around. Shoot me or let me leave. Oh, I see. Toughening up here. Gestures wildly at the crowd. Thumbs up or thumbs down, folks. Most turn back to their drinks, no longer interested in this tired show. Ethan mutters insults as he walks back towards the bar. He sits heavily back down on his stool and searches through his glasses for one with something left in it. Thing is, Sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours, and it will always betray you, no matter what. Finds a glass and downs the contents. So please, go. I'll catch up with you whenever I need another. He laughs and taps the bar for a fresh drink. Look at yourself. Give it up, Sleeper. Done teaching you for today. Settles his head on the bar and closes his eyes. I'm sick of you. Go find a job. Turn on your heel and are out. Out of the cloying dark and the sweet stench of the compressor. You walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footfalls into the metal of the rim like hammers. Okay. Alright. Great. With Ankita's help, you systematically isolate, remove, repair, and reseal the hull plates. Amber looks better and better by the hour. One more in there and it's done. Work in the bar. Well, what does negative mean? I hope I can find out. Nope. Plus cryo, plus good service. People flow in and out of the overlook, keeping you busy. The mind drifts to those easy fantasies of just passing through. Ooh, good dice. Case. 5 because guaranteed to work. Turns out, years of retrofits have made Amber a fragile patient. Each repair is 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Nikita has crashed in the computing core of the ambergris, swearing to herself when you enter. She doesn't look up. These shits completely ruined the core's connectors when they cut it. He holds up a thick fistful of ragged wires. Chip mine they ripped won't even be usable without replacing these. Oh. Throws the bundle of wires across the room. Amateurs. Who took it? Hands. If I knew, do you think I'd be waiting around in here rather than out there with my boot on their neck? Dies. Yadigan? From Spacer Crew? No way to know. But they got in with one of my crew's access chips. So they either killed him, robbed him, or he was in on it. No good options. Ita climbs out of the cooling well, where the ship mine should be. Space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you. Towering over you as she stoops beneath the low curved ceiling. Come on, nothing to be done here now. He leads you back through the guts of the amber, though you could find the way back yourself. The repair process has left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout, or diagonal angles and bottle tubes. What do we do now? Kita seems lost in thought, and you focus on the corridors, ducking below conduits and passing through bulkheads. Eventually you arrive in the galley, though it's hard to tell. Most of the benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-stripped components and welded hull patches. Akita shoves a box of filters into the floor and sits. There's no way around it. I need a new ship mind. Where from? Scrap freighter, ore exchange? Hell, we'll find one in the overlook bathroom. Doesn't matter where, just matters that we get one. She rubs her forehead. It seems I'm about to do something very stupid, but hey, I came here, didn't I? Why not make a run of it? Fixes you with a hard stare. Sleeper, you're all I've got. No crew, no friends. You're it. Looks uncomfortable. I appreciate the time you've put in on Amber, and I'm sure she would too if she could. What I'm saying is, if you screw me on this, I will kill you. He leans over and hands you a stack of chits. A big stack of chits. Don't dare to count them. Get me that ship mine, Sleeper. Don't make me regret this. Alright. Look, just get out of here before I change my mind. Slip out of the galley and head back towards the main lock. As you do, Amber growls and creaks like a caged animal. You reach out a hand to calm her. Time to find Ankita a ship mind. Somehow. Oh, that's not that big a stack of jets. Okay, I was really hoping to get a ship mind piece from that. Then I need 3 more again? That's coming back in 3 cycles, that's coming back in 3 cycles. Okay, I'm going to use this stack of chits to get to the low end. And hopefully this means more parts. You hand over the chits to the Yadagan Enforcer and he nods you through. Oh, Unit 207F! That's going to be where Chiboy is. If I can get this fucking tracker out of me. Find the entrance to the apartment. ASCII symbol obscured beneath layers of graffiti. Lives here. Maybe Fing's not here himself. Someone is. Maybe me? My apartment? The lock clunks open, the metal door swinging inward toward the dark. Push the door open, the automatic lights flicker on inside the apartment. They reveal yellowing plastic panels, curved shape of wall-mounted utility units, the detritus of a routine life arranged on every surface. Step inside, clicking the door shut behind. The amber light of the aging fixtures glaze everything with pale orange. The work surfaces hold a variety of objects, indistinct in the dull lighting. A pale blue light drifts from a doorway at the end of the room. Smudges through the thin layer of dust suggest a recent, rare, and hurried visit. They trace a path to the water dispenser, the auto wash, then to a cabinet still half open. On the shelf is an empty pill case. Across the cramped utility room, with its auto wash dispensers, water closet, towards the doorway. Through the doorway is a dark, warm room, lit only by the faint glow of a terminal screen. The bunk is tucked into the wall, the blankets ruffled. A wall desk glitters with rows of vials and containers. The briefcase lab sits open, loaded with rows of reagents and compounds you do not recognize. In comparison, this room is clean, ordered, and controlled. You approach the terminal, there is a crackle from somewhere in the dark. Sleeper. The Bean's voice shakily echoes through the apartment. Welcome to my home. Sorry I can't be there. I've had to make alternate arrangements. Hear rattling noises, static. I got this from Bean. Yeah, okay. Not from Bang. Bang thing was a roll of gum. Then we go to Tambor. I was able to record this message, but I don't dare to show my face. Something is happening within Yadagan. I no longer trust them. Their voice becomes distant, slipping behind the background noise. I have something to ask of you. I want you to get me out. Yatagan was supposed to hide me, to protect me. After everything happened, I was desperate. And then after that, I was too tired to care. Noise, like waves, passes over the recording. But I'm done with them now. I want out. Through the dead. But I need insurance. Something I can hold against them. I have my suspicions, but I can't be sure. I need information. And as you know, you need me. Pause. Something clicking in the dark. This isn't a threat. You have to understand my position here. Another pause. I know, sleepers. I've been here before. I can help you, but not with Yatagan's noose around my neck. Get me data. Get me information. Get me something I can use against Yatagan. Then I can get out, and you can get what you need. Please. Waves of static cut into Sabine's voice. Bring it here to my terminal. I'll get to it when I can. You look around the tiny room, and try to imagine Sabine living here. Working at the desk, sleeping in the bunk, blinking into the terminal in the dark. Recording cuts to static, filling the room with its white hiss. Silence. You sit in front of the humming terminal, and hit a few keys. Sabine has left an access port open, but the rest is encrypted, locked away behind passcodes. It seems Sabine might not trust you as much as they want you to think. Who does Sabine need to hide from? And what debt do they owe to Yatagan? You try to assemble the pieces, but too many are missing. The only thing you know is that without stabilizer, your body will die. Glance at the briefcase slab on the desk, glassware glinting in the dark. Turn away and leave, the door clinking shut behind you. Back in the corridor, you notice the scrawled graffiti of a blade on the opposite wall. Yatagan. You feel yourself being drawn into something you don't quite understand. Yes, I need to get a shipment for Ankita. I think a shipment for Neovend is the more pressing issue. So can I stay here? I can't use this? Nope. Okay. How much Yatagan do I have? I got 2, I need 1. No, I need 3. Okay, is there another one around here somewhere? No, you gotta get an agent. A 1 or a 3. 3 you can do. Spoke, powering transit hub. Spoke is layer after layer after layer of dense urban fabric. The only way to explore it is vertically. Enter the spoke. A tangled network of service passages and makeshift tunnels cut through the spoke as if it were a hive. There are no maps here. Listed with precarious elevators and stairways, the spoke can be navigated from the outside. Time requires bravery. Right. Sure. I don't really care about this yet. Back to that later. Now. Low end. Low ender. No one knows you here. You'll need to change that if you want access to the low end's residence facilities. Speedable action. Gain and lose energy. Maintained by the residents, the ramshackle blocks are always in need of repairs. Helping out is a good way to make friends. And play Tavla. Lack of filter caps can be heard in every concourse in the low end. The residents play rotating rounds of this game for cryo. Okay. Get low ender points by hanging out there. For now. Terminal chirps, the data quickly tucked away in Sabine's Turn away from the terminal. Final cache of Yatagan data uploaded. The air crackles with white noise. Sleeper? Sabine's voice, weaker than before, comes through the haze. Sabine? Sigh of relief comes through the layers of noise. Call must be coming in from somewhere on the station. It has to be short. I don't know if Yatagan are monitoring me. Their voice is hushed, distant. Try to focus on it. The data you've been bringing in from Yatagan agents. There's something in it I don't understand. Shrill howl rattles through the signal. This data is all gleaned from their implants, records of integration with their nervous systems, performance analysis, error rates, usage data. I installed many of these implants, and I didn't enable any of this functionality. The voice dips under the level of the noise, like a swimmer slipping beneath the water. You listen to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine re-emerges. It has to be somehow baked into their wetware interface. And that's not all. Systems compiling this data are connected to some kind of transmission protocol. Being broadcast. Why? Every Yatagan enforcer is equipped with black market implants. Retinal enhancements, adrenaline boosters, pain suppressors. These implants are gathering data on themselves, on the enforcers' bodies, on their performance. Why? Can't tell. But I can promise you these foot soldiers have no idea this is going on. Background tone switches, dropping to a grainy rumble. If they knew, I don't imagine they would be happy with the situation. Yatagan could have a mutiny on their hands. You lean toward the terminal, straining to listen to Sabine's faint voice. I need a few cycles to pull this all together. This might be the information I need to pressure Yannick into releasing my debt. Yannick, the boss. One of the heads of Yatagan. They pause. It is better you don't know him. Keep it that way. Suddenly, a banging echoes through the call. Sabine's voice is suddenly whispered, panicked. I have to go. Come back in 4 cycles. And the sharp crack of a disconnect. Silence fills the apartment. Step back from the terminal. What does Yatagan have to gain from monitoring its own members? Try to recall what you know about the gang. You have little to go on. Think of Toshiro, Sabine's minder. Mirrored teardrop implants set below hard eyes. What data could they be gathering? More importantly, where are they sending it? You reflexively rub your forehead, trying to think. Can you really trust Sabine? How did they come to be Yatagan's doctor in the first place? Think of their kindness, their care, but also that glazed look of recognition that they gave you when they first met you. That look stays in your mind as you slip back out of the apartment, glancing around as you close it up and drift into the corridors of the station, unable to shake the unpleasant sensations of being observed. It's not an apartment I can use? Ah. Really wanted that to be a nap, please. Okay, we got a 6. Where do we need to put a 6? We need a shipmind. I should do some more shipyard. That's where I should put my 6. +2 yard hand. Okay, what do we get? Lem and Mina, Havenage officers, unit assembly. This one's the big one. Worker and daughter. From the walkway, the sidereal horizon looks impossibly vast, a landscape of plating and frames. All along her flanks, torches flicker, drones maneuver, arclights glint. The sense of scale of industry is both stunning and strangely unsettling. From the walkway, the sidereal horizon looks impossibly vast, a landscape of plating and frames. Oh, that's rather quite beautiful, I think. You turn to see a figure a little way down the walkway, leaning at the railing. He is thin, ragged. His work gear poorly fitting and loose. Torches of the sidereal horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lem leans back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship. And this is Mina. Hi, Mina. She stares and tucks herself behind Lem, who dutifully picks her up. She's a little slow to trust, aren't you, Mina? He buries her face in the folds of his overalls. Mina looks out from Lem's chest, a dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material. You working on it then? Lem asks eagerly, gesturing to the vast ship, or just admiring. Shifts Mina's weight to his other arm. I'm not even looking at the ship. Got nothing to do with me. Neither. Well, looks thoughtfully at you. Consider it. Isn't that right, Mina? Just a little. These Mina's in my ticket out of this place. Our escape vector, so to speak. How so? Haven't heard? Anyone who takes a Havenage contract on the Sidereal Horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support crew. We won't get to sleep the journey through, but a couple of decades of service will be nothing for me and Mina if it means landfall on a new world. Thanks. Decades? The long trip. Straightens up, stretching his back. It's a colony ship, friend. Sealess Foundation is sending thousands of people to settle a system well outside the reach of the core worlds. It'll be a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. Oh, yeah? Yeah? You reckon? Sealess Foundation? They are Havenage's client. Yeah. Some wealthy project from the core systems. Interested in independence and self-sufficiency and all that. Uh-huh. They hired the whole shipyard out. Helped re-kit it and everything. He strokes Mina's hair. Someone else's dream, I suppose. But that doesn't mean people like me and Mina can't tag along. Mina responds by pushing his hand away. Daddy, food. Pulling an exaggerated grumpy face. She glances furtively at you and she plays with a set of dog tags that hang from Lem's neck. I'm just chatting a little, Meanie. Give Daddy a sec. Turns back to you, and you suddenly notice how tired he looks. I'm not on the Havenage crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together. Smiles a little shakily, and you wonder how long he's been working to break into the official shipyard crew. Yeah, sure, maybe. He looks out at the sidereal horizon, as if trying to pull energy from those flickering torches from the fast hull. Gotta hold out, okay? You aren't quite sure if he is talking to you. That's how it works. While he stares out, Mina catches your eye curiously. Hold her gaze, and a smile creeps across her face. Her features lighting up like a city coming awake at night. Then suddenly, she tucks back into Lem's chest. Lem smiles and lifts to Mina. That's it. Hold on. Smiles sheepishly at you. We're just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina? Sets her down, standing by his side, and she clings to his leg. Gotta go feed this one. He pats her back. Maybe see you on a shift, huh? Turns, and they walk down the walkway, away from the shipyard. See them talking, and then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. See you, robot! A shout echoes down the walkway, and she flashes you a parting smile before running up to catch with Lem. You watch them a little before you turn back to the impossible scale of the side of the horizon. Check it out. Do not trust that. New drive. Win a sidewalk ticket. Workers in the sidewalk crew. Get into a drawer. Blue line. Interface, safe, and money. Okay, I think this will probably work along the lines of if you hit negatives, you get one of these, and you just get dropped completely. Maybe it just locks you out of the one you fucked up on. No, connect to both of them, so if you fuck up 3 times, you're gone. That's pretty generous though. Yeah, aside for interfaces and aside for engineers. Alright. I got 2 upgrade points. Alright, probably need this. I don't know how useful that is. Get a +1 on something. If I could remove my -1 in Enduro. Enduro crew at home, but it costs dice instead of money. It's kind of the same end result. What is chance to gain energy after engage actions? I'm gonna get the +1 here, and the chance to gain energy. Alright, where the fuck is another ship mine fragment? Oh no, check the officers. Oh, whoops. Equipment supply. Sophisticated tech is rare in the eye. The shipyard is happy to pay for a ship mine track on this thing. No, I need those. But inputting Yardagun data... something I can do. Oh, okay. If I get this, then I get excess data, and I can sell that to other people. More than the 3 I needed to give to Sabine. Yes, okay. I think that's about it. Things we can do today. Got a dice. We're okay on food. He's a few days away. What does it cost to get up? Yep. 150? What the fuck? Damn. Alright. Back to bedtime. Where is it? Container. End the cycle. Am I gonna go down to only 2 dice? I think I'm okay. Yep, alright. That is going to be enough for Citizen Sleeper today. We'll leave it out with this one. I'm going to go have a little bit of a break. Like 10 minutes or something. Stretch out, drink some water, and we're going to come back with Bayonetta real soon. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to go with fully stop the stream and then start a new one, rather than keep it running. So, don't go anywhere. If you do go somewhere, come right back. It's Bayonetta time. See you soon.